What's going on, y'all? Blasty back here for another video. Today we're going to discuss the Wednesday, February 9th, 2022 trades, and today at this moment, Thursday, February 10th, 2022 trades, trade deadline day. So we'll start with the ones from yesterday. I believe there was only one yesterday. So in this trade, the first trade that I'm going to speak on, the Utah Jazz are acquiring former Pelicans. They got Nickeil Alexander-Walker from the Pelicans maybe like not even 3 days ago. See, I don't know if I like that trade as a Blazers fan. Yeah, the Jazz are getting another good prospect guard that is averaging double-digit points, and we're getting in return Joe Ingles, Elijah Hughes, and a second-round pick from the Jazz, aka Memphis, and a Spurs second round. And then the Spurs are getting Thomas Satoransky and a second round pick. So that's the 2027 one, and Blazers are getting the 2022 second round. So first off, Blazers are getting Joe Ingles, who I think he's out for the season, I believe. Elijah Hughes has not made that much of an impact in a second round pick. Who knows who's going to be in that second round pick? Hopefully a Kentucky player. But this is not really that impactful, except the Blazers trading a young, talented player to the Jazz. That's Alexander Walker. But outside of that, not really much. I'm not going to say much on every trade except the big one today that happened. You guys know what I mean. Now the second trade. And this one happened around noon today, Eastern time. This is a 4-team trade. Those do not happen often. First off, Kings are getting Milwaukee Bucks guard Dante DiVincenzo. Where does Trey Lyles play at these days? I think about Pistons. He's not Bucks or Clippers. Okay, yeah, so he played for the Pistons. And they're getting another Piston in Josh Jackson, who's actually improved a lot over the last 2 years, I'd say. Bucks are getting Serge Ibaka from the Clippers, 2 future second round picks, and cash. Clippers are getting Rodney Hood from the Bucks and Semi Ojeleye. I said that wrong. And the Pistons are getting Marvin Bagley III. So all the Kings were wanting here is to get rid of Bagley, basically. They were wanting to get rid of Bagley to make sure Sabonis was happy with De'Aaron Fox and Davion Mitchell and Harrison Barnes. I guess he's still there. And then Rashawn Holmes. I didn't say him about when I mentioned the Sabonis trade a few days ago. First off, I think the Kings and Pistons win this trade. Clippers lose. Bucks. Serge Ibaka hasn't done really that much this year. So it's like, has he actually done much? I think Dante DiVincenzo is an underrated guard. Trey Lyles is a pretty good backup for, I guess he'll be backup for Sabonis. And Josh Jackson is a good backup for Mitchell, unless they plan to start him, which I don't think that would happen. Backup for Mitchell or Barnes. I don't really know the Kings that well. I said I'm a Kentucky fan, so I know they now have Trey Lyles and they have De'Aaron Fox. I know that's basically all I know about the Kings. But the Clippers are actually getting a little bit of a good piece. They've got Robert Covington and who was the other one from the Blazers? My brain's dying right here. But they're getting another good former Blazer. It seems like it was this season, but it was like last year. So they're strengthening up behind Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. So I guess I can understand why they're doing that. Semi won't play that much probably. Be like 8th or 9th off the bench. If they I don't know how deep the Clippers play these days. And the Pistons are getting a pretty good power forward slash center. So it's not. I know what the Pistons are trying to do here. They're trying to get a duo of a slashing Cade Cunningham, shooting however you want to say Cade Cunningham is, and they're trying to get him paired up with we'll say a power forward that can jump up, like a Russell Westbrook, a Giannis. And yet Westbrook's, yes, I know Westbrook's not a point guard. I'm a power forward. So winners, Kings, Pistons, losers, Clippers, and Bucks. When we move on to the next trade, this one's not really that impactful, but I might as well bring it up anyways. So they're trading PJ Dozier and Bobo. Their mistake. Bobo's the GOAT. And a future second and cash to the Magic for a future second. Dozier and Bobo are out for the season. Oh, so that's basically a money trade. I won't bring too much on that, except Bobo's about to be the GOAT in the next few years. And then the bombshell that happened today. The Brooklyn Nets are trading James Harden to the Philadelphia 76ers for Ben Simmons, Steph Curry, Andre Drummond, and 2 first-round picks. They are sending the Nets unprotected 22 first-round pick. Okay, so they got their 22 and a protected 2027. I wonder why the 2027s protect that. Follow Woods if you guys don't already. I'm sure every NBA fan does, but to be honest. But anyways, James Harden didn't want to. Seems like he didn't really want to. He didn't fit in well with the Nets at all since he was traded there to join KD and Kyrie. It's just like, why would you get traded there in the first place when you could join a? Let's see here. Well, I think the Heat could use James Harden. The Sixers could use James Harden in the first place. But I think the Nets are getting a dub right here. We all know how good Ben Simmons can be. We know how good Andre Drummond can be. It's just he was backing up Embiid all season long, so it's like he didn't do much. He didn't play much. And they're against Steph Curry. I mean, the Curry family is full of shooters, so this one's not really a bad one at all. And 2 first-round picks. Where will the 76ers finish this season? Who knows? They're still going to get a good player in the draft. This NBA's 2023 draft stacked with talented players. So I mean, I don't think the Nets. I don't think the Sixers are really worried about their pick because it's going to be high probably next 10 years until Embiid is gone or Tobias Harris is gone, Danny Green gone. Yes, Danny Green was the first time I brought up. Yeah, Tyrese Maxey's the future of that team, by the way. He's starting point guard. That lineup's going to be Maxey, Harden, or less Harden, Maxey, whichever way you put it. Small forward will be Danny Green, probably. Power forward. Who's the power forward for the? Oh, Tobias Harrison. Then it would be. And that's really looking like Kyrie, Steph Curry, KD, Ben Simmons, and would it be Drummond? Am I just looking ahead here, or is it? Oh, it's Marcus Aldridge, isn't it? But I'll let them sub that, but probably Andre Drummond, or because like Marcus Aldridge is like on his last year or two. So this is one of the biggest trades of the year, easily. It's interesting when I was in class when this trade happened. I was so confused. I was like, wait, is this trade going to get done or no? But it got done in the end. So I think the winners of that one are the Nets. James Harden didn't really play that good this year anyways. Even though the numbers he has right now is what he should be having with a trio of KD, Kyrie, and him. But I just want to see what he'll do with Embiid. Will Embiid still be putting up his MVP numbers, or will he decline? I guess all we can do is we'll wait and see. Alright, so the next trade is Kristaps Porzingis is getting sent to Washington, D.C. for Dinwiddie and Davis Bertans. This is basically one of those trades. It's not really impactful to either team. I guess they just wanted to get off salary cap of Porzingis so they can make some moves in the offseason. They're probably involving Dinwiddie and Bertans, maybe. So this is basically a 50-50, and it's whoever you guys want to decide who's the winner of this one. Okay, next is the Pacers are planning to trade this in Torrey Craig to the Suns for Jalen Smith in a second. It's another not really impactful. Torrey Craig hasn't done that much for the Suns. No, I mean for the Pacers this year, and Jalen Smith's a rising big man, so it might hurt the Suns in the future, but I wouldn't worry about the Suns right now though. So I wouldn't. It's another 50-50 trade. But I think the Suns do lose more value. Wait, what am I talking about? It's Torrey Craig. He's not. He's a good free. He's a good free for the. Who is that behind Bridges? Mikal Bridges. Yeah, he'll be a good player off the bench though for sure. But Jalen Smith's a good young player. It looks like that's what the Pacers are trying to do now. Get all young players like Halliburton. I forget who they traded for the Caris LeVert for the Cavs. But honestly, this trade's not really impactful at the moment. But it could at the end of the season. And it looks like this might be the final one. I'll look a little bit more. But looks like the Celtics are sending Dennis Schroeder, Enes Freedom, and Bruno Fernando to Houston for Daniel Tice. So basically, there's the same impact for eBay. Rockets aren't doing much this season. Celtics are struggling. But I figure the Rockets will be looking to buy out. Like the Lakers will be as well. So I wouldn't want to expect anything out of these two teams. This trade, Daniel Tice is not the worst player in the world, so this could be a good trade for the Celtics. Because Enes Freedom got cut by the Rockets anyways. And Bruno Fernando, I guess, is going to be back up for that one guy that drafted this year, the Signum. I can't remember his last name. The Celtics are sending Josh Richardson to the San Antonio Spurs for Derek White. This trade might be actually a pretty good one. Derek White's talented guard. Yeah, I think he played decently well. I don't know his stats exactly, but I know he's played decently well next to who was it? Dejounte Murray. But Josh Richardson, I haven't heard much about him either. I don't really keep up with those teams. I keep with the Blazers and such, or the popular teams, and the Blazers. So I think this trade might be a 50-50. I think each player can have their night, but if I had to say a team would win this trade, it would probably be the Celtics, because I think Derek White's younger and probably better as well. So let's get to the next one. And this is the final one I see. So I believe this will end it right here. The Washington is sending Montrezl Harrell to Charlotte for Vernon Carey and Ish Smith. So that Washington just traded Dinwiddie and who was the other one? Who was the other one? I just looked at it. Oh God. Dinwiddie and Bertans, I think it was. So getting a trade like that is probably good for them because they just lost a guard and a forward, and they're getting them right back. I don't consider Vernon Carey center in case you're wondering. So this trade's also not really that impactful, but Charlotte making a move that could help them get to the playoffs. Who knows what will happen there? So, with me not seeing anything else, I hope you guys have a good one. Hope you enjoyed me chatting about the NBA trade deadline and stuff. Hope you have a good one. I'm out. Peace.